Imagine waking up to find your home encased in ice, your breath visible indoors, and food supplies frozen solid. The Great Frost of 1709 was the coldest winter Europe had seen in 500 years. Temperatures plummeted overnight, turning rivers into highways of ice. Even the sea froze in some places. Crops failed, livestock perished, and people struggled to stay warm. But what caused this sudden deep freeze? Scientists believe volcanic eruptions and a solar minimum played a role. The cold was relentless. In France, wells froze solid, and wine turned to ice in barrels. In England, the Thames became a frozen playground, with entire markets set up on the ice. But for many, it was a fight for survival. Firewood became scarce, and famine loomed as crops failed. The poor suffered the most, with thousands freezing to death in their homes. Governments struggled to respond, and the social impact of the freeze was devastating. Even royalty wasn't spared. In Versailles, King Louis XIV's palace was so cold that water in the fountains froze solid. Nobles wrapped themselves in layers of fur, but even that wasn't enough. Across Europe, food prices skyrocketed as grain supplies dwindled. Bread riots broke out, and desperate people resorted to eating tree bark. The extreme cold reshaped economies, forcing governments to rethink food storage and trade. It was a winter that left a lasting mark on history. The Great Frost wasn't just a European disaster, it had global consequences. The extreme cold disrupted agriculture for years, leading to widespread hunger. Some historians believe it even contributed to political unrest, as struggling populations demanded change. Scientists now link the freeze to a combination of volcanic activity and the Maunder minimum, a period of reduced solar activity. It was a chilling reminder of how fragile human societies are in the face of nature's power. Despite the suffering, people found ways to endure. Communities came together, sharing food and warmth. Some even found moments of joy. Ice festivals, sled races, and makeshift winter markets brought brief relief. But the Great Frost of 1709 remains a stark warning of nature's unpredictability. Could such an extreme winter happen again? With climate change altering weather patterns, history reminds us that the unexpected is always possible. The past holds lessons we can't afford to ignore.